trades, we bring the boom. Politics twisted, unravel the thread. Lies on the table, truth in your head. Pop culture hits, what's hot, what's dead. Every story's a layer, peel it back like bread.
What it do out there, everybody? This is the Just Talk Show. You got your boy MJ the Goat. We got all our regular deggers up in here. Got my people, my folks, SG, Ziggy, and CJ. What's happening with y'all tonight, man? We're gonna be wrapping it up about this EBT, man. Trying to see what's happening with this EBT and see is it gonna be a government shutdown or is we gonna get it back or whatever going on tonight, man. What's up with y'all fellas? How y'all feeling tonight?
What it do? What it do? TBM Ziggy, man, you already know, feeling good. EBT, actually never affected me because I make so much to where I don't qualify for it, but at the same time, I never got a chance to just apply for it. But I do have sisters and cousins that use it, and I can say, it's a help, and you can have some extra food come in because a lot of people don't shouldn't have to worry about where their next meal gonna come from, or what I'm saying, have to go beg somebody for some food. I feel like food should be a abundance of source of resources for everybody. Nobody should be hungry. But yeah, man, the government gotta really get on their p's and q's and kind of come up with a conclusion on what they gonna do about it because it is as hard as it sounds, for America to be great, we definitely shouldn't have nobody around here homeless or starving or doing without. So with that said, man, I'm hoping they go ahead and work out the kinks and either they gonna fund it or they gonna uh make it more available for people as they really need it.
Well, yeah, yeah, that sounds good, man. That's a good observation on it, man. But the question is, I heard one thing in there that I want to kind of touch on: is America great or not? What's up with that shit? You know what I'm saying? What's up with it? What's up with it, fellas?
What-
We lie, we lie. Hey, like and subscribe,
I
man.
mean,
Everybody. Yeah.
me saying America great again is I feel like, what I'm saying, is at one point in time we were the strongest nation. Definitely when we dropped those atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. When we did that, we was the top dog. Didn't nobody want to mess with the United States, and we had an abundance of supplies of everything. We had everything. So that being said, like now we doing more of trading for goods and resources, and I feel like we got it here. So what I'm saying, we don't have to trade, or we can make it here and make it. We don't casually need another country for anything. So America always has been a great country to me because I've been to a few countries myself now, and man, just to see the way they living over there is like, ooh, I'm glad to be in the United States, but then again, hey, some places got free healthcare, some places got free schools, some places I've heard Gaddafi had it set up to where if you was married and all of that, you get a free allowance. House was rent, lights was free. I mean, you didn't have to pay rent. Little stuff like that. I think we need to work on and get it to where it be lower healthcare. I get it. Everybody got to get paid for doing their services, but you know, uh,
Yeah, yeah, Ziggy, man. That was kind of rhetorical though, man. I was really trying to pass it to somebody else though, but man, we appreciate your input though, dog. But yeah, when you spoke about Gaddafi, man, every time you speak though, you bring up good points though, brother. Gaddafi, man, he sure had a utopian society going on over there, man. It was looking like it was gonna be free everything, and the people was gonna go to school for free and all that, man. So anyway, Let's bring one of the other brothers in, man. Anybody? That's why I was trying to say SG, CJ. What y'all feeling like tonight?
Yeah, well, I gonna take it, you know what I'm saying? This is SG, Skinny Gangster, live from Killeen, Texas, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. And just to speak on this food stamp situation, yeah. Food stamps do affect the black community. It affects the white community. It affects all community. It's more white folks on food stamps than it is black folks. And I don't like this narrative that some of
Hey,
these people point out here that that you know what the black people are gonna do now, what Billy Bob gonna do in the trailer park now. And yeah, food stamps has affected it has been affected me closely. Shit, when I checked my stamps, it said no food available. And you know, I was gonna grab me some steaks and barbecue this weekend. So yeah, man, I don't know what's going on. Trump tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm an avid supporter of Trump, but I ain't been watching all this politics lately. And to the only thing I know is I went to check my card and it said zero balance. And yeah, I'm blaming Trump. Trump, how
ah,
you let these people bamboozle you and hoodwink you into going for this malarkey? It don't affect you, Trump, cause you are in Mar-a-Lago eating ribeyes and all this and shrimps and all this. But the common people, man, they got to worry about what they gonna eat, man. Come on, man, you can't just survive off of noodles. But you know what it is? We just gotta, you know, just know. I feel like this is what it is, man. Y'all want me to go ahead and get to the nitty gritty? Yeah, it ain't Trump's fault. The Democrats are holding them up to make them look bad.
there
But
you go.
I'm on the I'm gonna take y'all a step deeper. Maybe the government just showing you that you can't depend on us all the time. Maybe they showing you that it might be a time where you might not have food stamps. You might not have security. You might not have social security. You might get bombed. You might get pestilence. You might get all this stuff happening. You might get a drone strike. You might get nuclear war. Don't just think everything is just hunky dory and everything is fine. The system can collapse at any time. And I think they just showing you this right now to show you, oh, okay, y'all think everything gravy and smooth. Maybe one day you won't have food stamp. Maybe one day you might have a rolling blackout. Maybe one day it might be a fake alien invasion. I think they're just prepping us just to see, so people can just see, you know what I'm saying, could get to the new norm of the society. Just talk. What y'all think?
Man, I got an opinion on all that, but let one of the other fellas go, man. AJ, you there, brother? Or CJ, you might have been waiting, man. If you was ready, dog.
Oh yeah, man. I was just trying to give other guys, an opportunity to, be great and let their voice be heard. But I'll take the mic if no one else wants it. But I come from a
Oh,
very poor
I
community,
was
man.
waiting.
Where
Dog. Go ahead, get it in.
yeah, I come from a very poor community, man, and a lot of the mothers and people that were around me, man, that's the only way that they were gonna eat by food stamps. And I come from a time where it was paper food stamps. Y'all might be a time where it's only been on a yellow card or a white card or something like that. But I come from a time when it was paper. It was made out of paper, man. And I was the first time I saw it, I was like, hey, give me some of that special money. And then I was like, what kind of money is that? They were like, you can only buy food with it. So I was like, okay, that was my introduction to food stamps back in the '80s. And then growing up seeing them, I saw people exchange it as currency. You might say, hey, I might give you this for that, but in the end, it all shaked out in the wash. So I was like, oh, okay, so people can use this as currency as well. So I saw the ins and outs of it growing up in a neighborhood where it's projects on every corner. I could go right around the corner to Tanglewood, and here everybody has them. So it's like, either you're gonna be in with it or you're gonna miss out on money. So I learned at a very early age to go ahead and learn about the currency and use it to the best of my abilities, because if I did, I could exchange that later on for cash money. If you don't know, you don't know. If I can't really explain it to you any further than that, but going on, this is going to affect thousands of elderly people, thousands of disadvantaged children. Children don't get to decide if they're here or not. That's something between their mom and dad, and whatever arrangement that they had obviously been paying out to the point where they were going to be together. And still, this child still needs to eat. I feel that food is like a right, like it is to be alive. If I'm gonna be alive, I need food because you can't live without it. It's like water. So all these people in Gaza and all these starving children we see in Africa, all these homeless people we see on the streets here in America. If you haven't seen any, just open your eyes. I know you got a lot going on in your own life, but just take one brief second to slow down from your life and to just look out the window, man. Somebody's got it worse than you. At least you got a house to go to, an apartment to go to. These people battling this cold weather that we're starting to embark on, they're out there on the street, and that's the only place they're going to have, man. So I want everybody to just dial that back. I know you be listening to all these great people that's on the TV that get to go home to their nice, warm houses and families and stuff. You're going to say it's all their fault because they didn't make the right choice. Everybody doesn't choose to be on the street, man. I promise you, everybody's not choosing to just live on the street. Whether it was a certain incident that happened in life, or whether I'm not too far from being check to check, but I'm not living check to check. But you know what I'm saying? Let a few of them not come in, and then I'll start feeling the same pain that other people are feeling, man. So everybody is just at their own level. But I can't just sit back and just say, "Oh, I can't get paid like these government workers that aren't being paid. Air traffic controller ain't being paid. Wildlife and fishery ain't being paid." Y'all just said, "Hey, I wanted to go to the park. It was closed." Oh man, that's this part of the government shutdown. But guess who's not being? Who? Guess who's still gonna get a check on the first?
Congress.
Congress. They're still going to get paid. And we as the people have to say enough is enough because we have the power. When we go elect these people, y'all, we have to have our voice heard. That is the whole purpose of having a government to let the little man's voice be heard. And all of a sudden, now that we're deep in these 2025, it's all about what the government agenda is and what individuals who have more than 100,000, 250,000, and billions of dollars, just to just say name a few, about their come and go. Who we really don't care what Bill Gates got going on. We don't care about what Oprah got going on. We don't care about what Elon got it going on. Because guess what? Those people are straight. Guess what? Bezos is straight. We ain't straight, man. And until we as a whole community is straight, it ain't gonna be straight. You know what I'm saying? Because having one guy get out of a million get stuck, that's no progress, man. We have made no progress as a community since the assassination by the CIA and the government of our black leaders, and we've been disarrayed forever because everybody's got their own agenda at this point. You know where we are in life now, so it's not about the community; it's about my agenda. What can I get pushed through? And then right now, when everybody's hurting, who you're supposed to turn to? You're supposed to turn to your church, and your church is not doing what they're supposed to be doing because that is supposed to be the storehouse that we're talking about, people. That is the storehouse, and because you want your preachers to run around here in brand new tailored suits every week and drive these nice Cadillacs and have big houses and stuff, he ain't caring about that person living out there on Lynch Street that's strung out and drunk out of his mind. You know why? Because he ain't coming to put nothing in the collection plate every 2 weeks. So I'm saying this to say that this everybody's gonna have to take an assertive effort to make sure that we hold these people that's elected accountable. Why are they being paid and the regular Joe is not? That's ass backwards. They could survive without it. He can't. This is just talk junior.
I mean, if I can just quickly respond to that, what I mean? I'm just gonna lay it out, man. I feel like that it's all a ploy, man. These folks know what they doing, bro. It's the middle of the election term. Right now we have midterms going on. They just trying to make they just trying to make whoever these are tactics that the Democrats can use. They can't vote anything else, but they can hold up bills. They cannot approve the budget just to make people look bad. And just think how sick that is, man. That you will let people go hungry just to make a political party look bad. And we just, I mean, I just hate to say it, man. These been the games that been playing on in American politics for the longest, man. You know what I'm saying? It's no surprise to me. I mean, we ain't heard from AJ yet, but what do you think about that, AJ? And then if you
I
can speak
mean,
to the Agenda
to
25 and everything.
I mean, SG, you have a valid point in what you said in the um first and foremost, guys, it's just how AJ. Thank you for having me. Thank you for blessing me, Kings, on this podcast. Thank you for allowing me the chance to, voice my opinion in this Black Kingdom that we have made for us. But like you said, SG, I agree with what you said before and the things that you said. When it comes to um, when it comes to what Junior said, I agree. um like the things you said at first, I mean, I think they're testing us to see what are we going to do when you can't depend on us, like you said before, SG. What are you going to do? I mean, you ain't got no food stamps, you ain't got no social security, you ain't got no medical benefits, like you said before, SG. What now that you can't depend on us, the government? When I say us, I mean the government. What are you going to do? And I agree also with a bit of both of you guys, CJ and Zig. I agree with you guys said as well. I mean, it's sad that it come to this, but how I feel on the situation, I feel that that I feel like the coochie was $120 before. Now it's gonna be $40, cause now you ain't got them food stamps, you ain't got that Medicaid, so you finna need that extra money to come. Nah. You right. I should do that, but I'm just saying.
But you bring a valid point, sir. You do. Keep
I'm
going.
just saying that with the government shutdown, meaning the things that you guys stated, which means the economy and the people that really in need of these things, as far as the food stamps go, as far as the Medicaid, right? Am I right? The Medicaid go, as far as the extra stuff that come out that the government give out for free. I mean, the ones that struggling, which is basically us, the minority, we are in need of these things, and since that's not there, a lot of things that's going to go for the cheap. I mean, things that people sell that's not out, that's not in the stores, meaning the things that are selling on the streets is going to be a lot cheaper, or a lot higher. And I'm not talking about illegal things. I'm talking about people out here, they got a meat company, they sell meat. People out here, they got you got all type of boosters, you got all type of other things going on now. Things are finna start going up, which making it harder on the people that don't have anything that's used to dealing with these people at a certain price. Now the things are going up because it's just basically a whole circle, and um that's my take on it. It's just like AJ, but CJ and SJ, I agree a lot to what you guys were stating on that. That's
If
my
I,
that's my take. Just how AJ.
if I can briefly interject before the host get back in and set the tone, I just want to say, AJ, you just sparked something real deep in me too, cause man, as a matter of fact, as a person that don't, that didn't get their stuff on time, I would say that okay, well now you got to budget more, and you got your employer got to pay you more because that income ain't been supplemented. So
Exactly.
now, when the proverbial shit hit the fan, you're like, hey, now I got to that magic food stamp ain't nothing more. You really got to budget your meal out.
You really got budget. That's the thing. You really got. You thought you was budgeting before, but now it doesn't compare. You have to budget for real. Ain't no more going out. Ain't no more. The kids might need this and that extra. They have, instead of the kids getting 4 or 5 jackets this winter, now they might have to go with 1 or 2 jackets this winter because things are like tight, like you saying, HG. But go ahead, the host, go ahead and speak your piece. I ain't gonna stop nothing.
Yeah, man. It's all good, dog. Yeah, y'all boys wrapping it up, man. Y'all making it sound good, man, and touching all points, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Make sure we touch all points and we speak about every side of it, man. But I just say this, man. One thing that it brings to my mind is for the love of money is the root of all evil. You know what I'm saying? What is they doing this for? And like my other guy said, everybody want to get paid, and they the only ones still getting paid. Congress some ass for that shit. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And you want to play a system. You want to have a system of checks and balances until it don't work for the people that you're supposed to be working for. We give you our tax money. Y'all take our tax money. Y'all supposed to make sure that the business of the people is taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in total agreements with y'all, on those points, man. Cause ain't no way that we can be what is this? What are we, a month, 2 months, 2 weeks? Well, I mean, we almost at least a month in on a government shutdown, which seems like it's one of the longest that we've had. So I just suggest that they get over their feelings, whatever the hell they got going on, however they feeling about whatever they feeling about Trump, and however Congress feels about getting this funding, because I heard it was overfunding for things that the Republicans didn't want to fund. They're saying that they want to get some LGBTQ funding. They want 4 million for the LGBTQ, and they want another 2 billion for some more things that the Republicans don't agree with. But the main thing is it wasn't just LGBTQ communities in America; it was for LGBT communities overseas, and they're putting billions of dollars into things overseas instead of at least putting it into these people home. Just let's start spending some of our tax money here and making sure that our infrastructure is taken care of, making sure our homeless has somewhere to go when it's cold the fuck outside, making sure that like when times coming in these crises that our people have something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and we appreciate the food banks because food banks are open. Just information to give everybody some information. The food banks are open. You got people that help, Catholic charities, some churches do help. So what I'm saying is, we should,
Community centers,
MJ,
everything.
I hate to
Yeah.
interject, man.
yeah,
Ain't no food banks in Mississippi. They got them in Texas. Come on,
yeah. Well, I
think
mean,
about
They
that.
everywhere.
how,
They everywhere. You
ain't
just
no
got,
food banks in Mississippi, man, but there are
Ain't no
churches in
food banks in Mississippi.
you
you,
just gotta find
there
them.
are there are
If you
churches in
live in
Mississippi,
Mississippi,
man.
do you know where they at? You just
There
gotta
are
find
churches in
them out
Mississippi.
there.
I mentioned Catholic charities. I learned about Catholic charities in Mississippi, man. Don't interrupt the goat no more, man. Be quiet.
It's out there. You just gotta find them.
Yeah, it's out
Out
there.
there.
Ain't
You
on
got
Capitol
help.
Street.
You got help, man. You got help.
You
Yeah,
got
it might
uh uh
not be
and,
it
and,
might
and,
not be a
and
food bank down the street, like it is here in Killeen, you know what I'm saying, in Texas or whatever. But I know it's some help somewhere. But then
but
then again, let's all look to, as they say, pull your own bootstrap up, do what you got to do. Families help families, people help people. Look after your
I'm
children, your
not
elderly.
just that. I mean, I'm sorry, Go. I ain't trying to interrupt you or
Yeah,
cut you
you
off,
are. Go
but
ahead though.
I am. But I gotta say this right quick because it's right on point with what you're saying. You
Go
know,
ahead. Go ahead. You good?
uh, to your point, of course, we depend when we fall short. We depend on these government agencies to help us out, and we in need. But first and foremost, before you feel like you need these agencies or whatever you need to, which is a man or whatever, to fulfill your household needs, you have to make sure you do everything in your power to take care of it yourself, meaning get off your butt, work a 9 to 5 or whatever. Even if you out there selling what you have to sell or whatever, you have to do that to make sure that you don't have to.
Right.
One of you guys was
And,
stating that depend on these government agencies.
and that's
I
what
mean,
that's what we as black people been doing since forever.
exactly. That's what I'm trying to get. Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. That's what I'm trying to
We
get at.
gonna innovate, motivate, and make shit happen.
Get
And
off
so,
your
yeah.
ass. Don't be worried
But
about.
but the key
Yeah.
word, the conversation we had the other day, and it's a word called accountability. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Let's be accountable for ourselves, and men step up, nigga. Be accountable for your family. Yeah, like you say, if you might have to do something extra, you might have to take an extra job. You might have to drive Uber or something like that, or deliver food, or it
MJ,
got to be something legal. It can be a lot. It's a lot of legal shit.
Amazon Flex.
You know,
DoorDash.
yeah.
Yeah,
So so
but let me interject something from another perspective that you guys might not be, you know what I'm saying, aware of. If these people have been living like this, man, for so long that to just snatch it from up under them like a carpet is almost the most treacherous thing you can do because for years you have done it, and then all like if you had given you prior notice, MJ, that something was coming up. Prior notice, oh, I planned for that. I've already put $100 to the side every week. So now, when you come, you thought you were gonna get me, but aha, I got it all. But
Right, right.
to say, hey, as of right now, I'm cutting it off, and we don't care how many kids you've had, how many that's in your belly. We're not gonna do it no more. I understand, you know what I'm saying, being in the program, people, these social workers and these people down here, these case managers, haven't been holding these women to go into these classes. They supposed to been doing community service and all type of shit all the whole time, and then now you trying to make them hold it because now your boss like, oh, you haven't been making them do they minimum requirements. So there's a lot of people done fell out on all this type stuff, man. And like I said, I pray for the people that need it. You know what I'm saying? As far as the children and the elderly that's not gonna have access to food. I don't really care about grown folks that's able bodied and not having food. That's on you. If you don't want to go out and work, a man that don't work not supposed to eat. So I don't get down with that. You know what I'm saying? That's just where the
so
culture I'm from.
not to interrupt you, dog, but that's kind of where I was going with it. You know what I'm saying? That is the the problem side of it, and what I was doing is speaking to the solution side of it. Like, cause like what you're saying is 100% correct. Yeah, it's people that's been dependent on it for years and years and years, and those people are the people that need help. Those are the people that people like me and unfortunately you and able-bodied men. You know what I'm saying? And all of us on here might have to kick up and help because I mean we got to do what the fuck we got to do as men of a family. You know what I'm saying? You might have to go over there and say, "Well, dog, my auntie been on stamps for years. I might need at least see if I can take a $50 a week or something until these stamps come back because I love my aunt and I'm gonna do what I got to do for my family first. But of course, the rest of my extended family got to come in somewhere too. I can't let them starve, and I know I can do something. So that's what I'm saying on to the solution side of it, yeah, you exactly right, man, about the problem. Saying that, yeah, man, because it's been years, and I know people like that, and I'm not saying that I'm on EBT now, but it's been times where, yeah, I grew up on EBT and stuff too, because of course we from Jackson, man, shit, we had to come up, so I'm agreeing with you, brother, you know what I'm saying, but the solution side of it too would be just to look for those food banks and look for that help in the community and for us to come together like we're supposed to. That's just kind of what I was speaking to.
Yeah, yeah. Get off your ass and don't
Well, I just
expect it to
want to
fall in
say,
your lap.
I just want to say I'm on EBT and they didn't give me nothing this month. So if y'all
Well,
want to
get
hit that
off your ass.
subscribe button, hold on, y'all
Get
want to
off
hit that
your ass,
subscribe
yeah.
Yeah,
button
well,
and go
get
ahead
off
and
your
donate
ass. You're
to the
willing,
Cash App.
able body. Get off your
Hold
ass.
on, man. Hold on, man. This is me speaking now. This is just talk
Yeah,
SG. If
just
you want to
talk.
donate, if you
Just
want
get
to
off your
donate to the
ass.
channel, if you want to subscribe, if you want to like, go ahead and do that. Cause I know plenty of females out here. I was giving my homegirls some food stamps. Let her get something to eat. Goddamn, she ain't got nothing to eat now. I need help, man. I need help a little bit around here. We need to go and let the spread the wealth.
Boy, you
So y'all
sound
go
like
like and subscribe to the channel, man.
boy, you sounding like Kevin McCall, man. Cut that shit out, man. Go on, cry then.
Man, look up, man. Go and hit that
Kevin
like button.
McCall,
Why
that
don't you?
nigga. Kevin McCall, that nigga cried on the podcast talking about he wrote them songs for Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
thought the nigga that
yeah,
had the
yeah,
Yeah,
food
yeah,
stamp? He
yeah.
said, "I'm gonna
yeah,
eat."
yeah, yeah. My nigga was like, my children know EBT.
Well, I said, man, don't do it like that, man. God damn, man. Don't just cry like that, man.
You
They were
sound
like,
like
Hey,
like
Yeah,
you
you,
remember you like, man,
what
yeah,
you
yeah. You
don't
you
what,
crying like that though. You just not
what,
crying
what
in your
y'all
face. You crying
what
like that.
y'all think about that? What
man,
y'all
you
think
better be
about that
already
sports
got on
gambling?
EBT at one time, man. You better be happy you got on EBT, fool.
What y'all think about the sports gambling?
what's that?
Oh, yeah, man. I
Oh
told
yeah,
you.
What
yeah.
y'all think?
man.
Let's
Boy,
let's hear from Ziggy,
Clutch
man. We
Sports.
heard from Ziggy in a second. I ain't the host,
Clutch
but go ahead.
Sports. All I know is I seen my guy with a Clutch Sports sweater on as he was getting arrested. Clutch
You
got
talking
something
about Chauncey,
to say.
you talking about Chauncey Billups, or you
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
Terry Rozier?
Chauncey Billups had a Clutch sweater on. Clutch got something to do with it.
What's the context today? What's the clutch sweater? I'm lost.
Yeah, but don't you know I'm just talking shit. But no, Chauncey Billups is one of the guys that got arrested. But now his arrest was for poker games, and now the gambling happened
Ain't
to
um
all of it is gambling, but I guess these were illegal poker games with the mob, per se. You know what I'm saying? We don't know exactly what happened, per
we
se.
don't know. We just going by off the critics. We don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, MJ.
Now,
We don't know.
Terry Rozier is the
I put
one cheating.
allegedly on that.
Yeah, allegedly cheating, all that alleged. And Terry Rozier is the one who's allegedly cheating on the basketball games, to where he was playing like he was hurt in the middle of the goddamn game, man. He was they say he threw one game though. It was just one game he threw, but he got
And
caught.
they pay him 20 million. They pay him his whole salary for this season, basically, to
So
get him out the way. I think they released him as well. I'm not sure if they don't quote me on that.
He hasn't been released right now. He's in limbo right now. He just nothing
Yeah,
until they make a ruling. They can't decide. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
And
so
he
So
owed
everybody
how
is
much?
Man,
How
listen,
much
innocent until
more
LeBron,
he
proven
owe
guilty.
on that, CJ?
man,
How much
LeBron had
more he
something to do
owe?
with that.
Like 90 million, some shit like that. How much more he owe?
They say LeBron had something. They say LeBron next. You know what I'm saying? I just all I
I
got to say.
mean,
I don't
obviously
see why. I
the
don't see
man,
why
he
Jordan
Man,
ain't.
always
LeBron was
flopping
fucking
and
with
losing.
Trump.
I mean, he losing games like a mug.
Trump,
He scored like 3 points in the finals. I mean, that sounds like a flop to me. Sound like he's somebody
Trump
paid
don't
him
like
off to me.
LeBron, and he coming out to all of them. That's what they say
I
now.
mean, do you even watch
look,
basketball,
look,
sir?
look, LeBron has
Talking about you.
exactly AJ exactly.
Do you
LeBron
even
has
have you
I know,
even watch?
look,
When
I
is
know
the last
LeBron
time you have watched
LeBron
a
LeBron
basketball
hasn't
game?
played this year.
What
LeBron
I'm
hasn't
saying
played
is,
this
in
year.
the past, LeBron has dropped the ball several times. You thinking, what's wrong with the man? He can't win the finals. You talking about he the greatest player in the world when he
Why
got
you why you
Steph
why
Curry
you
I'm
why
putting
you
sorry,
clips in his
guys.
mouth every
I
year.
don't mean to cut you
Hold
guys
on,
off.
I'm speaking.
Go ahead,
I'm speaking.
SG.
You
No,
say I
let
don't
them
watch
talk. Let them talk,
basketball.
guys. Let them
Hold on,
talk.
hold
Let them
on.
talk.
No,
Let
one
them
Let's
mic.
talk.
get ready to get
You
started,
trying to
man.
talk me? Can I
Let him
respond?
talk, cause I've been
One
meaning to
mic,
get on his ass.
one
Let him
one
talk,
mic,
guys.
Can I
one mic.
respond? I'm gonna make it
Just
quick. Can I respond? I'm just gonna put it like this. Yeah, I haven't been watching daily, but I know the over gist of the thing, and I know one
You
thing that the
don't
man.
know
Hold
nothing
on,
but
man. Hold on,
scientifically
sir.
and
Hold on, sir.
hypothesis. How you
Man,
said that's
hey,
all
look,
you know, and it has nothing to
Sir,
real
do with
talk,
sports. You
sir.
have
real talk.
not watched
We're so glad to
sports
have you,
in the last
AJ.
3 years. You ain't
Real
don't know
talk, it sound like
nothing.
he joking, guys. It
In the
sound like he
last
kind of
five
joking a
years,
little
you
bit,
haven't
man.
watched
Man,
sports. You
listen,
don't
man.
know
He
I know
nothing.
one
ain't
thing.
serious.
You
Don't
don't
sound
even
like he
know
100%.
Kobe, and you stay on Kobe nuts.
I
You don't know nothing about Kobe.
know
Whoa.
one
Hold on.
thing
Go ahead.
that this is Steph Curry's league, not LeBron. How does it feel to be on the nuts of the second best player in the league? Just
Nah,
explain that to me. Just talk.
yeah, he sound like he know what he talking about. I don't know. Damn. Mm.
He don't because it's not.
This is your
It's
goat, and
Anyway, man.
he got
We,
cooked by Curry,
hey, people.
chef
We don't mean
style.
this sidebar. Hey, hold on. This is the host, the goat, man.
okay.
We
All right, my
So
we
bad.
sidebarring right
with
now.
you
We
saying that,
sidebarring. But look, this how we gonna do it.
with you
You
saying that,
celebrating the
We,
second best dude, bro.
hey,
No, nobody
with you saying that, this
celebrate.
is my
Don't
question. With
nobody
you saying
celebrate
that, I let you go.
Karl
Let me go. I let
Malone.
you go. I let you go.
Don't
Let me go.
nobody celebrate Karl Malone, man. That's all I'm saying.
With
Just
you
talk.
saying that this is a team sport, correct? Let me get that out of this is a team sport, correct?
Steph Curry gonna shoot the ball and win championship, man.
Is
Who gonna
this
think?
a team sport or not?
Yeah, and his
So
team.
with this being a team sport, what is the team Curry had all his final appearances? Explain.
hey, sidebar, man. We sidebarring. I tell y'all what. I'm gonna bring y'all back in, but y'all go ahead and finish that conversation. But hey, we was talking about them EBT, and we're gonna finish that out. And we just want the people to know that we appreciate y'all coming to join this live, like and subscribe. The goat had to take over for a minute because we had guys that sidebarring a little too long. We're gonna have it. We're gonna have an NBA talk coming up real soon. Might be the next live.
You see the people anxious for it, Marcus. You gotta go and give it to 'em.
Yeah, you
Give it to
can't
'em.
say him for too long. I know you're trying to make up your discussion too. You can't save him for too long. Go ahead though.
Yeah, y'all gonna unmute, handle y'all business, man. But what I want the people to know is my final opinion on the EBT is that the government shouldn't be shut down too much longer. We can let's hope, and shit at this point pray that our government get their shit together and go ahead and get everything back to rolling.
I look, I feel like the professor. How dare you mute me, man? But yeah, Curry still cooked them like gumbo, but yeah, man. Far as EPT, and what we're saying about the sports betting, man, it's all go hand in hand. Here we have overreach of the federal government, man. They over prosecuting everybody for RICO, whatever they can put on somebody. They was coming after the rappers. Now they coming after NFL players, NBA players. Who they coming after next? They already been incarcerating all my brothers and sisters for these little pistols for the long, but people just trying to protect themselves. So it's all overreach of our rights, man. How can a person not protect themselves with a firearm? How does the government say that, hey, we can take all your money, but we can decide if we're gonna pay you and do these situational norms that a modern society is supposed to have, man. I mean, it's just a mockery, man. So that's just my take on it, man. And I am pro government. I mean, I love the government. I love Trump, and I ain't just like no anarchist or no type of anything that just ask for anything like that. We just ask better. We ask the people to really realize what's going on. Because like MJ always saying, it is a great awakening going on. And my final point is that we're gonna be going into some times, like Pac said, man, it's gonna get hard not to smile. I just want my people, you know what I'm saying, just to be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Cause don't
No
let these people catch
taxation
you.
without representation.
I
Don't
mean,
let
yeah,
these people catch
you
you
right, but
down bad, man. They gonna when they try
we
to
speaking
prosecute
from a
you,
nigga who
when
talking
they
about
trying to
curry cook, but can't even cook his own goddamn shit up. But yeah,
man,
but
nobody want to hear a
besides
nigga that
that,
celebrate the
um,
lebron.
on the
I
government
mean, come on,
shutdown,
man.
on the
Uh,
government
What is you
shutdown,
saying?
I
let's
mean,
wrap it up, kid. Wrap it up, SG. Come
yeah,
on, man.
when the
Better do it
government
right.
shut down, I mean, like CJ was saying, I mean, I feel for those who been dependent on this shit for hundreds of thousands of years to a degree. And I'm exaggerating. Of course, I'm being dramatic when I say that. Of course, don't quote me on that. But again, it's a couple of y'all stated that that's been the downfall of our people, depending on these folks. If y'all said that or not, I'm saying it now. That's been the downfall of our people, not just the black household, but the
I
minority, the struggling, the underachievers, period. That's been the struggling of our household, depending on the government to come through the back end or whatever we don't come hold to make whole of, we depend on them to make whole of whatever we lack in. But like CJ said, I mean, a lot of the old people who can't go out there and fend for themselves, they depend on that, and I mean, I agree, it's kind of effed up, it's messed up that they doing that, but now it's time to find another way. I mean, you've been used to the same old way for so long, doing this for damn near 100 years, 50 years. You've been doing this for this way. It's maybe time to try another way. If not try another way, maybe that way don't work. Maybe try another way. But it's time to figure something else out, because obviously, as we know, as we see, as we talk about Just Talk, the government don't got your back no more. At least not like they had Just Talk, AJ.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, so before we get ready to wrap it up, Ziggy, I ain't forgot about you, dog. But look, I just wanted to say this right here. What we need to do is really look at the stats, look at the statistics about you know the population of the whites and the population of the blacks, Chinese. Look at the America's population. Look at the numbers of people who are on government assistance, and you'll see that blacks probably like third or fourth on that list. So, and white America is number one. So let's just start looking at the real facts and, stop misrepresenting, especially our people, you know what I mean? Especially like that. And so Ziggy, if you got something to say, my guy, about it, we'll let you kind of wrap us up on it, man. But again, man, y'all like and subscribe out there. We appreciate y'all for coming. Comment.
Ziggy.
Since
We
Ziggy is on pause, I'm gonna go and take it. I want everybody to just pause and reflect and to think about everything we've had a conversation about tonight, y'all, because this is what's going on in our communities, in our neighborhoods, in our these are people our kids are interacting with, man, that's gonna be hungry. Think about that. Think about that. That's gonna weigh on your child. Like my child might give my his tray away because he don't want somebody else to be hungry. You think about that because you're teaching them to be humility and give away stuff, and at the same time, this person needs that. Right now, we need to just think about taking care of each other because there's a lot of hate going on in the world. They want it to be black and white. It's not black and white.
Yeah.
Everybody's a human being. Everybody got the same needs.
Yeah,
We,
it's the
It's
one.
not like it's not because I have a certain skin color on if I need food or not. I need food or not. I
yeah.
need it.
And that's some real stuff, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, man. When that stomach pain hits your back, man, a lot of stuff go out the window, man. And I know I do a lot of semantics on here, joking and getting a little out there, But just to be real, man, it's a couple people. I do believe in charity in the community. I ain't never really said this publicly, but I go around, man, buying people food all day, every day, man, giving people money and stuff. And you can believe me or not, but yeah, that's something that I do. And hunger really is a real thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? When somebody ain't got something to eat, man. You know what I mean? And so that's just near and dear to my heart. That's something that I do in my personal life. You know what I'm saying? It's a charity to give back to people. Just
Yeah, so we appreciate everybody for coming tonight, and like I said, like and subscribe. I can't say it enough. Sub up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing but to hit that button. It ain't gonna hurt you. So yeah, man, all my fellas, man, appreciate y'all king for coming out, and y'all queens and kings for watching in the chat. And if you don't consider yourself a king, queen, whatever you consider yourself, man, woman, yeah, we appreciate you for coming. And it's been the Just Talk Show.
into listening close like yo,
If you
what's
don't
new?
work, you don't
Sports
eat.
debates, yeah, the heat in the room. From touchdowns to trades, we bring the boom. Politics twisted, unravel the thread. Lies on the table, truth in your head. Pop culture hits, what's hot, what's dead. Every story's a layer, peel it back like bread.